Hello guys, good morning. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, the Explicit Tutorials. Please, as you watch this video, endeavor to subscribe, like, share, and comment. In today's class, we're looking at Introduction to Chemistry, and of course, we have to state what chemistry is. What is chemistry? Chemistry is that branch of science that deals with the composition, uses, and properties of matter. Chemistry is the study of C stands for composition, U stands for uses, and P stands for what? Properties. Therefore, chemistry is that branch of science that deals with the composition, uses, and properties of matter, right? In other words, I can also say that chemistry is the branch of science that deals with the various changes that matter undergoes. Now, the question is, what is matter, right? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. All right. In some lecture houses, I'll ask a student, what is, are you a matter? The person will say, no, I'm not a matter. Of course, he or she is a matter. So long you have mass and you occupy a particular space. All right. So gases, if gases are matter, then what about humans? All right. So matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Please avoid saying that matter is anything that has weight and occupies space. It is erroneous. Weight is like the force of attraction that pulls the body towards the earth. All right, it's the force that pulls down the body, and it is a vector quantity. All right, but mass is a scalar quantity. Now, what is mass? Mass can be defined as a quantity of matter that a body contains. All right, the components of matter, or you can say there is the amount of matter that a body contains. The fundamental unit of every matter is called atom. The fundamental unit of a given matter is called atom. Just as we say that the fundamental unit of living things, all right, is called the cell. The cell is to living things, all right. Then atom is to what? Matter, all right. That is for that. So we've stated what matter is, all right, and we know we have different types of matter. On a broad note, we have two forms of matter, all right. We have the pure matter to impure matter. All right, pure matter is devoid of impurities. All right, is devoid of impurities. When impurities are found in molecules, all right, they tend to cause a decrease or increase to the molecule depending on the state of molecule. It could be solid or what? Liquid. Now listen to this. The impact of impurities in a solid molecule. What do impurities do to the melting point of solid? Please, impurities cause a depression or reduction or decrease. Jam student, take note of this. All right, when impurities are found in a given solid, what happens? They cause a depression or reduction or a decrease to the melting point of what? Such solid. What about in liquid? All right, when impurities are present in a given liquid, they cause what? Increase. They cause increase or elevation to the boiling point. All right, you can see now that when impurities are found in molecules, they have a certain impact on such molecule. Impurities in solid cause what? Depression or reduction or a decrease to its what? Melting point. All right, but in liquid, they cause increase or elevation to the boiling point. Take note of that. However, there are some mixtures that neither, excuse me please, there are some mixtures that neither decrease nor increase despite the presence of impurities. These mixtures will never increase, neither will they decrease, even when impurities are present. These mixtures are called azeotropic or constant boiling mixtures. Mixtures that neither decrease, all right, nor increase despite the presence of impurities is called what? Constant boiling mixture or isotropic mixture. Example is ethanol, and what? Water. Ethanol and water form isotropic or constant boiling mixture, right? The boiling point of water, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Isn't that correct? Then it freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. The boiling point of ethanol is 78.3 degrees Celsius. You see, it has a very high boiling point. Please, what is responsible or what type of bond is responsible for the high boiling point of ethanol? It is what? The hydrogen bond. Jump pass question. Which of these bonds is responsible for the abnormality of water? It is what? Hydrogen bond. What type of bond is responsible for the high boiling point of ethanol? Is what? Hydrogen bond. Take note of that. Now, how do we separate isotropic or constant boiling mixture? The most suitable method that can be used to separate isotropic or constant boiling mixture is what? Fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. Please take note of that. Isotropic mixture can best be separated through fractional what? Distillation. All right. Take note of that. If you don't see this word fractional distillation, you see isotropic what? Distillation. You can see we have been able to analyze the impact of impurities in what? So in a solid or liquid molecule. In solid, they cause what? A decrease or a reduction or a depression to its what? Melting point. However, in liquid, they cause an elevation or increase to its what? Boiling point. And we said that some mixtures are very stubborn. Even when impurities are present, they neither decrease nor increase. All right, these mixtures are called constant boiling mixture or isotropic mixture, and they are best separated through a separation technique called fractional distillation or isotropic distillation. All right, take note of that. Now, what are the features of pure substances? Now, pure substances have sharp melting points. Please, if I don't say that they have sharp melting points, all right, I'll say they have narrow melting. They have narrow melting points. All right. If I don't say that, what is it called now? Pure substances have sharp melting points. All right. I'll say they have narrow melting point. All right, the melting, like pure benzoic acid, has its melting point to be 122 degrees Celsius. All right, take note of that. It is very, very important. Another feature of pure substances is that they are homogeneous. If I should say, whenever homogeneous term is used in the purity of a substance, it means that the substance has definite composition, right? It has definite composition, or the word homo means the same. That is, the components of this mixture are the same, all right? Definite composition, right? And so, homogeneous mixture cannot be separated, all right? They cannot be separated, all right? The impure substances, of course, we told you, when impurities are present in a pure substance, it becomes what? An impure substance. Take note of that. Now, matter, we stated that it's anything that has mass and occupies space. There are three stages of matter. There are three stages of matter. We have the solid state, so we have the liquid state, and we have 3, the gaseous state. These are the 3 states of matter, alright? However, in our next class, we are going to be treating the solid, liquid, and gaseous states. Before I do that, we have to analyze the question we have on the board. In order to answer this question, I have to drop something on the board. Now, when a solid molecule changes to gas without passing through the intermediate liquid stage, when a solid molecule changes to gas without passing through the intermediate liquid stage, it's called what? Sublimation. Alright? But when gases change back to, okay, I'm going to be using the same information here. That is formation of, when a solid changes to gas, you call it what? Sublimation. When gas changes back to solid, alright, I'll call it deposition. If I don't call it deposition, I'll call it desublimation. Alright, desublimation. Isn't that correct? Now the next one is when solid molecule changes to liquid. Alright, when a solid molecule changes to liquid, it is said to have undergone what is called what? Melting. It has melting. However, when this liquid molecule, alright, changes to solid, alright, it is called what? Freezing. If I don't call it freezing, I'll call it what? Solidification. Solidification, alright? Solidification. Take note of that. However, now liquid, when liquid changes to gas, what will I call that? I'll call it condensation. When liquid changes to gas, liquid to gas is called what? Vaporization, please. Vaporization. But when gas changes to liquid, I'll call it what? Condensation. Alright, you see, these are those processes you must note. Solid to gas, you call it what? Sublimation. Gas back to solid, deposition or desublimation. Solid to liquid, I'll call it what? Melting. Then liquid back to solid, I'll call it freezing or solidification. Liquid to gas, I'll call it what? Vaporization. Gas back to liquid, I'll call it what? Condensation. Now, under this first one I mentioned, sublimation, there are certain substances that exhibit such phenomenon, alright? Examples are camphor. Camphor can sublime. 2, toluene. Toluene can actually sublime. 3, dry ice. Dry ice, that is carbon 4 oxide. It can actually undergo sublimation. And that is why carbon 4 oxide is used as a refrigerant, alright? It is used as a refrigerant. And secondly, carbon 4 oxide is used as fire extinguisher because it does not support combustion. Additionally, carbon 4 oxide is used as preservative in soft drink, hence it gives soft drinks their refreshing taste. It is used as fire extinguisher because it does not support combustion, and secondly, it is used as preservative and also gives soft drinks their refreshing taste. Another example of salt that can undergo sublimation is ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride can undergo sublimation, and that is what? NH4Cl. NH4Cl is the chemical formula of what? Ammonium chloride. Another example of solid that can actually undergo sublimation is written naphthalene. Alright. Another example of substance that can undergo sublimation is what? Naphthalene. Okay. Now the next one is I think benzoic acid. That's good. Benzoic acid can actually undergo sublimation. Camphor, toluene, dry ice, carbon 4 oxide, ammonium chloride, naphthalene, benzoic acid. Alright, benzoic acid is written as C6H5COOH. Alright, C6H5COOH. Benzoic acid. Alright. Now, take note which of the following can undergo sublimation. Alright, jump past question. Now we've treated this. Let's look at this jump past question here. They said W, V, and U respectively are, don't look at the option first. Don't look at the option. W comes first because the word respectively means first for the first, second for the second, and third for the third. Now, W from the above information, solid to gas. What does that tell you? Sublimation, right? Now, the next alphabet given is what? V. Liquid to gas. Liquid to gas. What does that tell you? Vaporization, okay? Then U, liquid to solid. Liquid to solid. Freezing, right? Freezing or waiting, solidification. So which means that any option that does not start with sublimation, which is the first alphabet, does not belong. All right, so we have this and this. The C and D are out of the option. Therefore, my answer has to be A or what? B. From what we've analyzed, W is sublimation. V is what? Vaporization. All right, and U is freezing or solidification. So B becomes the right answer. Thank you very much for watching. If you have learned something in today's video, please endeavor to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Subscribe so that when I upload new videos, you'll be notified by YouTube. Do have a wonderful day.